Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. Today is a weekly trading review. This week was a no trade week, so it was a pretty boring week. But I learned a huge lesson and a new rule I'm gonna implement. So, yeah. Enjoy the video. Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. Today is a weekly trading review. I'm gonna be going over this week's trading performance and how I can improve going into next week and going into next month. So I'm also going to be posting a month review. I have it right here. I don't think it's this one. I have the month review right here and the weekly trading review right here. So, um, my trade review for the week is going to be kind of boring because I took no trades, but for me, this is really important. So, let's just get into it, man. So I had 5 trading days. I had 0 trades taken. Win rate's not there because I didn't take any trades, so can't be measured. Uh, Rule adherence was 4 out of 5 days. Hesitation now counts as a rule violation. So emotional control average was 8.8 out of 10. Daily performance rating average was 7.6 out of 10. This week was structurally different from last week. There was no capital impact, no forced participation, and no impulse behavior. The defining characteristics of this week was execution paralysis on opportunity, not overtrading, not filtering distortion, but hesitation under valid confirmation. Uh, this is not a discipline breakdown week. This was a conviction and participation week. So I'm gonna be going over what I did well first. So what did I do well this week? Number one, elite no trade discipline under continued inactivity. 4 out of 5 days were correctly executed as no trade days, no boredom entries, no BT or forcing, no emotional compensation, risk plan fully respected, emotional neutrality sustained 8 to 9 out of 10 daily. Days 1, 2, 4, and 5 were clean, so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday was correctly clean, market correctly assessed, A plus criteria respected, disengagement aligned with the system, no narrative creation around uh, no narrative creation around missed B setups. So, notably on Thursday, a B tier setup executed cleanly without emotional reaction or forced participation. That used to be a trigger, it no longer is, so that's a really good thing. Uh, that confirms that overtrading and revenge behavior remain neutralized. Inactivity is fully normalized. Number two, what I did well was emotional stability, even during opportunity regret. On Wednesday, or day three, A plus setups was identified but not executed. The emotional aftermath was handled correctly. No impulse late entry, no chasing, no compensatory trade. Session stopped in alignment with rules. So emotional control remained at 8 out of 10 despite knowing the trade would have produced a 20% win. That is significant because regret did not spiral into damage. The psychological framework is stable. The friction is now mechanical execution, not emotional instability. Number three, clear self diagnosis of execution issue. I identified the core issue accurately. It's a fear of losing over fear of missing out. Comfort in activity into friction in switching to aggression. So the pattern is that I hesitate on A plus winners, participate fully on A plus losers. That asymmetry matters. Avoiding losers feels safe, but avoiding winners is expensive. So that awareness level this week was high. That accelerates correction. Now, what went wrong this week? There was one core issue, and that was hesitation on confirmed A plus setups on Wednesday. This is now classified as a rule violation, as I did on Wednesday. I set it up so every time I miss a trade, I need to document it as a rule violation. So Yeah. Key elements. The setup met criteria, recognition was present, internal conflict delayed execution, and no entry taken. Result is one participation failure, significant opportunity cost at 20%, reduced daily rating at a 6 out of 10. So I would have, if I would have acted on my system, I would have been up 20% that day. So this was not lack of discipline. This was not lack of risk acceptance. I cannot monetize edge without exposure. There is no statistical outcome without participation. The system did its job, execution did not. So the system did its job, but I didn't do my job. So that's a way to look at it. So this is a daily breakdown. On Monday, 0% was very good. Correct no trade day. Correct no trade day, day two. On day three was behavior quality below standard. Hesitated on valid A plus setups rule violation. And yeah, it was very good and good. So there's an emerging pattern. The evolution is clear. Previously, inactivity turned into frustration, which turned into forced participation. Last week, overfiltering into forced forced late entry, not late. So this week was a valid setup into hesitation into no participation. So overtrading is solved, late chasing is reduced, and the current friction is execution courage. I'm now filtering correctly, I'm waiting correctly, and I am controlling emotions correctly. But I'm not consistently pulling the trigger when qualified. This is a higher level refinement phase. So a key observation is that I can now sit out indefinitely without comfort. Ignore B tier setups without ego reaction. Avoid forced trades after seeing others move. Maintain emotional stability during slow markets. The next refinement is risk acceptance under confirmation. A plus means act, not evaluate further. If additional internal debate appears after checklist confirmation, that is fear, not analysis. Hesitation is now the primary capital leak, not monetary statistical. So my conclusion is that this was a zero capital, high discipline week with one execution failure. I had no financial damage, no forced trades, 4 professional no trade days, one missed A plus setup during due to hesitation. Emotional control remained strong. Capital was flat, process mostly intact. Execution timing under confirmation needs work. So this is not regression. This is participation collaboration. My focus for next week is to number one, A plus confirmation means immediate execution. Once checklist confirms validity, no additional internal negotiation, no outcome projection, no fear-based delay. Decision window must shrink. So the time I decide I'm gonna take this trade or not needs to shrink. I need to be able to know immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna take this trade. No, I'm not gonna take this trade. You understand? Number two, hesitation counts as rule violation. From now on, A plus identified plus no execution is a broken rule. Participation is a part of discipline. Number three, accept risk as operational cost. Every trade can lose. That is not new information. Edge is realized through repetition, not perfection. No exposure means no expectancy. So I need to get that into my head. I need to take trades to actually be profitable. So yeah. My action plan with my trading rules in priority is number one, A plus setups only as defined, not reinterpreted. Number two, immediate execution once validated. Missed trade equals documented rule break, not emotional story. Tactical adjustments. I need to use a hard trigger like checklist complete, execute. Reduce cognitive delay between confirmation and order what I just said. Pre-accept full risk before session begins. My summary to carry forward: this was a no trade discipline. My no trade discipline is elite. Emotional control is stable. Overtrading is eliminated. I had one hesitation rule break. I had a core issue, risk acceptance at moment of confirmation. The objective shifts again from restraint to participation confidence. Fewer trader, fewer trades remains correct. Now they must be executed without internal resistance. Precision now means timely action, not additional filtering. So that was pretty much it that I broke down for this week. This week was no trades taken. It was and I hesitated on a good setup, which would have made my whole month profitable. So this is just a learning opportunity for me to be able to be better going into next week and going into next month. Hopefully, this month is gonna be treating me much better, and I am going to be much more disciplined and locked in, basically. So yeah, man. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.